In this vlog, join me as I give you lots of detailing tips, tricks and advice whilst I'm doing an Aston Martin V12 Vantage S. Woo! Hey there guys, I'm Alan and welcome to AMDetails. We bring you car care and detailing related videos. Please do subscribe and smash the bell so you get a notification every time we drop a video. And as I said, in this one we have an Aston Martin Vantage V12. Woo! Comes in for machining and Gtechniq ceramic coatings. I go back to the old school and show you guys what I'm doing whilst I'm machining it. I hope you learn some cool tips and tricks, and at the end you can see where you can come and see me for all the training you need when it comes to detailing. Enjoy! One thing I like about this car is it's driven. I've just finished doing the contactless wash stages, so APC and snow foam, and coming onto the two bucket and have a quick look over. Plenty tar for the later stages. Good evening. That's right, it is the Tuesday, I want to say 14th of July. Aston Martin V12 Vantage V12 Vantage S in with us this week to get the defects removed, some shine on the PPF, full ceramic, the hood done and the interior. Let's go have a look. Due to the COVID hours, I did do some cleaning, filming of this, but it probably wasn't very entertaining, guys. You may have seen it. I might play it after this. I'm not entirely sure, but let's have a look. Beautiful carbon ceramics on this one. So what's going to happen on this service is later I'm going to get right into these calipers, into these arches, deep clean, decontaminated. All of this gets coated as part of this service. The wheels which we have down here, they might need a bit of work. Looking at them initially, there's quite a few scuffs on them, so we'll get them polished up. I got another set of wheels that need to be coated and another set of wheels that need to be coated. So this week is definitely going to be wheel coating week. Front end is fully PPF'd, so it's just going to be deep cleaning, cleansing the PPF, and then I do believe the customer's selected halo. So they're going to do a half and half. Halo on the PPF, CSU and EXO on the paintwork. Customer's choice. I'm excited to do that for them. Carbon. The roof is this stunning blue. I cleaned it up outside yesterday, had the full night to dry. It's feeling nice. So I'm gonna give this a couple more days to dry out before I put the protection on it. And in fact, I think for the majority of the machine work on the Aston, this is actually gonna be dropped down. Let me show you why. Might be a bit hard to show. I know. Let's talk about contrast, Alan. Let's turn the lights off. Okay, lights off, and I've just left the front one over so I don't fall over the... Yeah, let's get a spotlight. Whoosh! Click. One of these little bad boys. Show you the paint. Properly close a door, Alan. There we go. So as we can see, we've got basic wash marring going on here. I've got the single spotlight on, and it's just here, looking really good. Come on, focus. So there's just some light marring in there, swirling in around the door handles. Around there. But as we start to come to the top, we've got all that wash marring and swirling. Then as you come to the leading edges, I have all this lovely DA sanding marks to attend right at the leading edges, and it even goes up to the hood line. So I bring the hood down, it'll give me access to this whole panel. So you can see the basic swirling, wash marring in the Aston, and then when we come up to the spoiler, she's pluming full of lots of DA sanding marks right in the leading edge, all the way across here and in the groove, where basically they were probably getting no rotation on the machines they were using to buff out these defects. So it hasn't taken them out. So it's just going to be a bit of spot pad work and seeing if we can get them out for the customer. Ooh. Down this end, more random swirling as you've seen. It's pretty much the same the whole way down the vehicle. Random DA marks as always. We can see someone's been in here with a machine with the flicks and the stuff going on. And then actually as we come up here, just here, you can see we've got a little overspray mark on the black, and it just comes up onto the pillar. Both of these as well, also having some buffer trail, and then as I said, PPF onto here. Customer has fitted these aftermarket, really cool carbon fiber pieces, so they don't have PPF on them. And of course from manufacturer they have a little bit, if I can get it in the light for you, a little bit of damage in there, so we'll dress these up with the hybrid as well. So I'm super excited to get stuck into this one with you guys, see what combination we can find for tackling this beautiful Vertigo Blue. Thankfully, and I do say thankfully because I genuinely mean this, customer has given us the plastic valet key for this Aston. Too many times we get given the glass key, which of course we're responsible with and we're safe with, etc. But wow, is having that glass key another thought in your head where you've got to be careful with what you're doing and what's going on. So we've got the plastic key. Let's get this in, start up the V12 and get the roof down. There we go, so that's going to give me the access I needed. I can now tape right up to here and get in. We can actually see there's a little like wear line where the roof has been sitting. And what's really cool is the company must be aware this is something that happens. They've PPF'd just here, look, where the roof comes on. I've also got to work out, how do I get this bit machined? Because look at all the pluming and DA marks in there. Ooh. So yeah, that's the fun we're going to have. Let's go. Starting off with the test spot, not too bad. We can see we've got random deep scratch here, and another random deep scratch there. But this is the test spot area, and that is all the after. So we've got all this pluming, random deep scratches, even some DA. If we look down here, see all these DA marks. And then we come to the test area, boom. Looking pretty good. So I think we just need to step it up a little bit to get through the RDS, and we're there. Then that of course has been the Rupes DA compound. Find such a good compound, guys. If you've not tried this yet, wow, imagine smashing the yellow Millie and the original yellow polishes together. You get an incredible cut, what a finish down, and a longer work time for you guys that like to do more diminishing abrasive style machine polishing. And we've got the new pads on here. Of course we do, the new pads, which, just to let you know, technically these are the same foam structure as the previous yellow. Rupes tried to change them, tried to come away from them, tried to improve them if they could, but the foam is the same. It's the shape that is different when you come to the yellow. When you come to the white and the blue, they are completely different foam compositions. But the key focus for me is to get into this area and see if I can get these random deep scratches out. I'm going to try it in the area I can get first to find the combination before I then do the more difficult areas, because I want to have the combination nailed before I then have to put my body into difficult positions, so then I'm not uncomfortable in an area that I don't have a good combination. So I'm going to try and tackle this bit first. Let's see what happens here. If this doesn't work, then I've got to decide, is it going to be upgrading to the wool or is it going to be upgrading the polish next? Find out. Okay, so to talk you through what I did there, so you have an understanding of my process. We have here the new Rupes polishes, so I've got the yellow fine, the new blue coarse. We've also got the two new Rupes yellow foams. I wanted to use the yellow foams on the 3" because they've got a really good contouring effect. The wool might have done it. I've yet to test wool on this paintwork to see what it would be like, and I might still trial it, but I just like the feeling of the foam in this curve rather than using the wool. So we tried the yellow foam with the yellow fine polish, short cycling. Let me show you what it did. So this is the original paintwork. It's a bit hard to see the DA sanding right in the groove. So this is the peak of this groove. So this is flat, the groove starts, and then it comes up to this spoiler. And this is right at the peak in the groove, and you see in there's some deep dug in DA sanding marks. So when I did the yellow set here, it's really enhanced the paintwork, got rid of all that swirling marks. But if we come this way and we get a look at this leading edge, you can see there is still, can you see? Still DA sanding marks in here. Here's some that I haven't touched, so hopefully you can see them all still. Let me get you a better position. Where's my finger? Here it is. So we've still got DA sanding marks over here, and you can see them in this groove. If I do this and the camera sorts its focus out and lets us go this way. Come on camera, focus on the finger, see the finger, be the finger, there we go. Right, so you can see the DA sanding marks are still in there. Not bad though for a yellow foam fine polish hit. Then we come to this side. So if I can get the focus to work now, come on the focus. We don't want to talk about the background, we want to talk about this. Here we go. So you can see now this whole curve. Okay, there's a random scratch just in here, but I can pick that out because it's in the flat area. But this whole curve, which is what I'm focusing on, from the top, came on the focus, from the top, no DA, right from the leading edge, and that bottom one as it comes up, there's nothing in there. Nice, so that yellow foam was able to get right into this curve and pull out all that sanding marks. I can now machine this nice and flat and steady. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm now going to tackle this whole curve. I'm going to pop the bonnet and do the edges. Once we've got the edges done, I can then use the 15 and join it all together in the center. Boot area done and looking real nice. Next up we have this bit, so hopefully I can show you on this one. Looks lovely, 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 lovely. Then boom, Aston Martin DA marks, plume in, and then into this swirly area. Remember I told you something? First thing I need to tell you is, fish tank ducks in! High five! There he is, sorting out the fascists after their COVID lockdown. Right, remember this bit? And I was like, how am I gonna get in there? How am I gonna get that bit? Move the interior. So the interior is getting done on this car anyway. We're doing a very quick leather cleanup and then coating in some Gtechniq, which is massively needed. If you can see here, there's some dirt where just it must collect during, come on focus, focus, focus. There we go, there's some dirt that must collect when the roof's down in this area. So it allowed me to get into here, and I've taped this up as best I can. Shoes off. In we go. Okay, so once you're in, let me have a look and see if I can show you what's going on. So tight to the edges, probably gonna have to hybrid here. You can see lots and lots of DA sanding marks right into the edge of here. I've just taped along the edge of the PPF because I don't want to be catching the PPF that's already been installed. And then on this side you can see again, we've got the DA right close up to the edge. And then in the middle, there is some random areas to do as well. So edge work, 75 work, done. Center section complete. Right, I forgot to film this. I kind of just got the music going, yes, and I got flowing on with here. So how have I tackled this section? Well, as I've shown you previously, this leading edge was full of DA sanding marks, and it's going to require me to cut quite close up to the edge of the paintwork. So it means that if I'm going to machine in all the way up to here, I have a danger of focusing too much on what's going here, catching this edge. So, as I teach everyone in my classes, how do you reduce the danger? The easiest way on this Aston? Open the boot. If we open up the boot on this thing, I cannot get access from there, but I was able to machine polish the edge the whole way from here. Look at this access. Fantastic. Machined nice and easy from here. Done. Quick dedust. Ding! Job's a good one. But there is a little problem. Always use your handles. Problem is, in this area here, I needed to dig out a defect and it's right behind where the hinge is. So, battery died. I needed to tape it. And I always tell people this when I'm doing my training sessions. If you're gonna tape something, tape it. For example, this is a big, massive 2-inch run of tape, this initial one. Then I got the 1-inch tape and ran it here. And I reckon I've done 4 or 5 layers of tape. Why? Because I know I'm going to machine up to here and go onto this edge. So I want to make a sacrificial edge. Why just put one thin slither of tape that's going to protect you against nothing? Get many bits of tape on there. Another little tip is, see how I've tried to keep the tape as smooth as possible. Where I'm not machining it can be all crinkled, but here if it's smooth, when the pad runs over it, all it's going to do is try to use the abrasion and it might take a bit of surface off this tape. But if you have all the wrinkles in it, it gathers up all the polish, makes hot spots, grabs the glue, and then fills this area with that gluey, horrible mess you may have had before as a detailer. But now I've managed to do this. Look at this flake pop right to the edge. Morning! It's 9 o'clock. It's Wednesday. It's going off. Well, the first thing officially to do since 2020 is say, morning, Fosh. Dougie, thank you, sir. These guys have missed their plants. Look at that setup. It's great to have you back, guys. Ding! It's 9 o'clock, Alan. We've already been in work. Half a shift job. That's right. This morning, I just want to take some time to hang out with my family, as I said this morning, or this week we have the in-laws up. That's how I'm able to work through the day, because until about middle through August, there's no childcare yet in Scotland. So I'm still full-time dad through the day, and future videos you see from here, I'll actually have been working through the night. But hung out with the family and then had to go and take the van up for its MOT and service. So let's fire in here, click this thing, and as it does its jazz, give you an update. So, over the COVID period, the online has been going insane. There's been a few lines that we have been wanting to highlight here at AMDetails for a while, and I've started to get them in. So, the quick release systems that everyone likes at the moment, we have the trigger, the Nilfisk and the Karcher attachments, and everything else. We're only going to stock these three. These three, we're just going to stock the 40, the 15, and the 25. And I'll tell you why. The black nozzle is a mixer nozzle, so it's designed that if you're pulling chemical through an industrial unit, that will give that nice kind of, you know, that chemical thing that comes out. And then the red one is a straight through blast, bang, like literally. Has anyone used the red one? In the comments down below, let me know if you've used it to cut through wood or laser through metal, because that's what it's like if you use the red one. I have no idea why anyone would use that on a car. So we've been wanting these for a while, but our supplier, of course, with everything else going on, took some time to get the bits and pieces together and for us to get the right stuff. We have the brass fittings if you prefer to grab these, and we also have the nice little plastic ones, still to find out, using the AMDetails community, which one they prefer. If you want to be part of that community, then just head on over to facebook.amdetails.co.uk. Snow foam lances. So we've switched all our lances to the chunkier bottle. It stops falling over. But this is actually a sample of Snowfoam Lance version 2, which has the pitch change and everything else in it. Excited to play with this one. But currently, if you're going to purchase from us online, then you will get the standard lance that we produce, but with the fatter ball on the bottom. So that all arrived yesterday. Some other materials arrived yesterday, so yesterday was just a bit of a nuts day. But today, it should be you and me in there with this thing. So what's the update? Well, we're on Wednesday. It's been here since Monday, and all I've really managed to achieve is the clean and decontamination in all the painted areas, and then address all the intricate bits that you've seen earlier. So I've managed to do everything in and around the rear end, those tight spaces where all the sanding marks are. Today, vehicle's going to be going up and flying like some sort of crazy UFO, and I'm going to be working on all the lowers, coming up to the doors, and then doing the rear end and carbon. I've also got to do it around the pillar, there-ish, because there's lots of machine and buffer trail in here in that little area of overspray. So you guys are going to come with me as we tackle this, and then later on, woo, we're going to rattle through all these wheels today. Can we do it? Let's go! Carbon fiber time. Reuse, recycle, by the way. This is the one I used for the side sill on the other side, so I'm just using it to watch this edge. It's quite an aggressive edge. Anyway, this side I've shown you already, I have tackled. Nice shiny carbon. Ooh, looking nice. And we've done the light. But this side, I just wanted to show you what it is we're actually facing. So it's going to probably look quite plumy and phased out, but hopefully the camera can pick this up. We've got DA sanding here. It's what is creating that grey haze the camera's picking up. If we come over here, we can see the carbon's normal. It's just got some, you know, light scratching and marring in it. If we come down near the reverse sensor, there's more DA sanding, which is creating that plume you can see, like this, pew, pew, like sound effect. Right up on the leading edge, whoop, change the angle. It's all the way along here. Thank you, carbon fiber Manny. And down this leading edge. Ooh. There it is. So, time to tape all this up, tackle this with the yellow wool. We've also got a little like overspray plume mark in here. Plume. I'm saying plume a lot in this vlog. I think that's a word I've never said before. There it is. See it? That straight line. So we'll make that disappear. Remove all these old bits, tidy up in there, clean up in there, and then this carbon is gonna be lovely. Good morning. How good do those splash look? They're happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. It is now the Thursday. I know, funny COVID hours, don't know how many times I've said it in this vlog. Rear end complete finally. A lot of that was really messy, digging out pigtails. Wasn't a lot of fun last night. Didn't really feel like filming any more. I just wanted to crack on as time was limited. So today, got all the tops of these doors. With this door to do, the top of that, and then we've got the other side of the Aston. Let's go! Time is now, ooh, look at that. It's nearly 4 o'clock. Hey Fash. Okay, yeah. Up here's done, it's looking good. You see me hand polishing under here. I've now whizzed out all the defects, which includes all the sanding marks, which are nice and tight to these. All the way done along here at the tops, whoosh. So it's time to do the lowers. So it's on to the lowers. Side skirts need to get done, as we can see. Yep, be digging out some stuff from there. Door to get done, and yes, we'll be digging out plenty from under here. Swirly, 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 swirly. Gonna have to focus in here because, as you can see, got the sanding marks the whole run down the edge. So see what we can dig out along the edge all the way along the door. Big pad, small pad work, all of this, because we've got all this to dig out here as well. Across here, around, and then small pad, all of this. Boo! And that guy. Once that's all done, I can then go down because all the lower work has pretty much been done as well. So even though I'm doing the machining, I've been doing lots of other little bits around it. For example, the calipers and the arches, and we've got the wheels at the front too. I was kind of doing them whilst doing something else at the same time. It's very patchy. With it just being me in the bay here at the moment, I'm able to do like telephone meetings whilst doing quiet stuff. So I do the wheels, and then when I need to do the machining stuff, well, I've just got to focus on the machining. So let's find a nice track, grab this thing and hit the play button and the machining button. Now. Good morning. Saturday shifters, where are you at? It's Saturday here in the bay, and today it's EXO going on the Aston, and I'll see how I can get on going through that list of goodies right there. Yeah, 2 detailers worth of work in a week with COVID has been pretty hard on my own, but it's looking so good and it is very, very rewarding. I need to do a quick tidy up in here. We've had some dust settle over the night, so I just need to prep the car down and get ready for EXO this morning. Okay, Aston's in the air. Got my coffee, need to finish that soon. EXO prepped, brand new EXO. 30mm should cover all this paintwork in 2 coats of the beautiful super hydrophobic Gtechniq EXO. Onto this, let's go. Probably just finished a coating time-lapsey thing, and you're thinking, another outfit change, Alan? Because it's Sunday night. This thing is coated top and tail with Gtechniq. These things are coated. Boom. And we did some photography, by the way, just on the Saturday before leaving. Anyway, it's the Sunday night. I'm here to finalize this piece of kit. Juggling COVID, juggling family, and juggling cars has proven a little difficult, but we're getting it done. So tonight, got to refit the wheels, we have to get the windows done, and I have to do some final bits on the roof, clean this entire bay, prep the paperwork, clean the crazy night shift office. So let's sup up, and let's go. So yeah, I've talked about it previously before. Fitting big bits of kit like this to really nice cars, in fact any car where you could potentially be banging this heavy, it's not heavy but I mean a big piece of kit off these really nice calipers and discs. I use my legs, so as you see in the video, I hold it on my legs, woo! And then use my legs like a hydraulic jack up and down to keep it nice and safe. Boom. Wheels are on. V12's running. Instructions by customer. Anytime you're playing with the roof, please have the engine running. Ting! No problem, I'll have that V12 background. Just been cleaning up all in here. Undersides of this pretty cool hood compartment thing, and in here is now all cleaned up, de-dusted and sorted. Also being inside, got all the interior work done. That's fabric guarding the fabrics. I've still got fabric guard that side, but I'm going to wait until it's clunk all closed up and get in there sorted, because I have to get in and do the whole turn the car off thing. So it's going to be hood down, finish off the driver's side, get that all pieced together. Little wipe down in here. It doesn't have an engine bay detail, but I just want to wipe down all the intricate areas and make sure we got the top of this carbon done. As why can't I point right? There we go. As that got ceramic coated as well. So just tidy all that up, close that up, then display and picture of this bad boy. Woo! And tidy this up. Time is now, I should be at home. Yes, and well, yes, this is very nice. Customer picks up at 4:30. I now have to go be a dad, but it is looking sweet. When I come back later, I'll grab you all the B-roll, finishing touches, and jazz. Woo! Absolute stunner. I hope you picked up a good few tips and tricks, especially when using tape in those tighter areas, and it was interesting for you to see how we manipulate a car and the angles that we do to get the finish here at AMDetails. Over here there will be 2 videos chosen just for you. Please do remember to smash the bell, bang, when you're subscribing so that you get a notification every time we drop a video. Plus, somewhere around here be a little button. If you click it, it will show you where I currently am in the world so that you can get some training. Enjoy. Ciao.